Good morning and welcome to Jasiri. Why do I feel like a woman that stepped out of a 70s movie?
I don't know for
Yes, welcome and good morning and welcome to Jasiri, where we kick off your Friday with bold ideas and vibrant conversations. It's the end of the week, and what better way to celebrate than by diving into conversations, discussions that challenge the norms, inspire change, and set the tone for a brilliant weekend. So grab whatever you need to grab and shake off the week stress. Yes, this week has been somehow. Yes, let's jump into the topics that matter. Whether you're here for the insight, or the inspiration, or a little Friday fun, you are in the right place. So, let's get Jasiri rolling this morning. Let's make this morning as bright as your weekend plans for those that have weekend plans.
I'm excited because we have to do that thing.
Yay, weekend work.
All right, it's a Friday, so we're going to get you some hot topics lined up for you. And we've got a special guest who marches to the beat of her own drum as well. You'll understand what I did there when you meet our hot topics special guest. I'm excited because she has something planned for us as well. I'm going to learn a new skill today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Cathy.
I don't know whether that skill is for everybody.
It's for everybody.
Yeah.
Listen, you see, when we say welcome to Jasiri, we usually have a plan. But sometimes they want us to go off book. This thing they want us to do today. This thing they want us to do today. I told her, I said, please, I plead the fifth. I'm a one of peace. I love peace. That's why I vote for peace in the Middle East. But I want to ask the ladies, whether they think they can do their own version of the suspect.
Our own version. Ownership. We're doing this thing together.
Come on, sit down here.
I have two. It's remaining the one for Lolo.
Wow.
He's coming. He's coming. He's arriving. But before we get, hey, are you?
That's busy.
Oh yeah. I heard. I'm telling you, I love you. No, I'm not certain. But before we start, let's talk about it. The suspect challenge is viral. It's American. It's Nigerian. It's South African. It's everywhere. What do you guys think about it? I've seen some of the couple ones, and some couples are like, whoo! The guys, one said that she wants to lose weight, but her stomach has not reduced. The other one talked about the fact that his hairline has gone this way. I'm like, do you people love each other?
I know.
Is it in good bad?
Deep and
Yeah. I just think so much, just so like, deep and so personal.
Keeps feeling like.
But that's because it's your friend. If it's not your friend or family,
it'll be hard to take.
It'll be hard to. So I saw one about stroke. There were 4 brothers and their sister yesterday. All the ones they did were fine. Then they now said that you've been running. That's the suspect. That you've been running what is it? A catering business for 6 months and you have not had a customer. She was so upset. The suspect challenge ended there. What do you mean?
There's some people that the suspect challenge just ended poorly in bad taste.
But I kind of like it though.
No, there's one.
Of course, we know you like anything evil.
There's one, the guy and his wife. The wife was filming him. He, the suspect becoming tough guy, but he doesn't know who his father is. And he said, no, don't play like that. And
so a mother did it to a little girl, yes. So I watched a lot. She was saying suspect has daddy issues because she doesn't know where daddy is. Then one boy another one I saw, a man said that suspect has a bum like BBL but doesn't know how to twerk. He was talking about his wife. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
I cringed. Wow. So ladies, are you ready?
So, yeah, let's go. Blessing.
Start running blessings.
Supposed to run.
So blessings start running. Who wants to go for blessings first? I have a good one.
Yeah.
I have a good one.
Am I supposed to be running?
We're running in place, my friend. Should I go? Lola, are you ready or you go for her?
Anyone.
Okay.
Oh, suspect thinks she's so talented that she does her own makeup.
Well, I am so talented.
That didn't enter.
Oh, wow.
Let me go.
Suspect
wants children, but her strongest relationship is with her dog Asher.
And I got that too.
Nice.
I had that too. I had it. I almost said that one.
Auntie, almost. But we've talked about Asher. Asher is her firstborn.
Yeah.
she's coming walk water.
that one entered.
That one entered? It entered. Catherine, we're waiting for you.
I don't.
What is this?
There's nothing that I swear.
Your suspect is running.
Think about it. I'm running.
Yeah.
Suspect.
I'll follow.
Suspect will follow.
No, guys, I'm sorry. I can't. My brain is blank. I have to look at that. I'm thinking, but Lolo talked about this thing yesterday. She said it's so finished. She told me I would have written it down.
Oh, even me that did it, it still fell flat.
No. All right, let's move on to our next suspect. Lolo, you're our next suspect.
Okay.
Hey! Blessings, would you like to go first?
Yes, please.
Run. You're not running. Run.
Just the
Suspect looks like she's always bubbly, but she complains about every and anything. Every single thing.
I'm tired.
She complains about resting too much. She complains about working too much. Suspect.
Wow, that's suspect. Captain, I'm giving you up. What is this behavior?
No, now. Think. Let's go.
It could be cute.
It could be cute, yeah.
A cute suspect.
You're really blank.
That's why.
We can move on.
Okay, let me see. Are you ready? Okay.
Me.
Suspect has 4 children, but her firstborn is mothering her. Hey!
That was baby. If I hear you call me baby again, Ara.
You see? Am I lying?
Small mommy.
Yes. I've seen it. You've never seen it.
That's why.
That's why.
I was calling you baby.
She does.
So what do you call her?
Baby.
Small mommy.
Captain, one last chance.
One last chance.
One last chance.
Before I run out of the treadmill. No.
You fall. We're leaving Captain. Okay, I'm suspect now, Jesus. After I just gave you people good work.
Okay. Suspect is so bougie that she speaks Ogbomoso as a dialect.
But What's the problem? What's the problem? What do you mean? Do you know that's how I attracted my husband?
Normally. She tried. Blessings.
Jesus, this is why suspects.
They had so many bad suspects about
I love you.
But it's because about her job.
Suspect is so bougie that when she's tired, she takes a vacation and still complains while she's on vacation that she's tired.
Suspect is so bougie that she comes to the studio 1 minute late every day.
Suspect is so bougie. She feels like Beyonce. I don't know. I just have to say that. Suspect is so bougie. She feels like Beyonce. I said something.
Oh yeah, Catherine is suspect now.
Okay.
Who's going first for Catherine?
Blessing, go.
Let me go. I have one ready. Are you ready? Catherine?
Yes.
Suspect always asks someone to switch seats with her because her dresses reach her armpits. So when you see Catherine sitting here, she will not stand up and say hello. That is why she switches seats.
Oh, I've got one.
Go.
Suspect is so stubborn that when they're talking to her from the NCR, she hears, but she pretends like she doesn't hear. And when you pressure her, she just gets up and says, today is not that day.
You think they're telling us correct?
Suspect.
They agree. Suspect needs to
Run.
Why me?
Suspect, continue. Let me finish your suspect for you. Suspect has OCD that she sweeps the room like 17 times. Till there's no sand. Yeah.
You planned it. You entered me too much.
Hello, I gave you at least an hour's notice.
Yeah.
While we were doing scripting, I was thinking of what my suspect would do.
I'm telling you. And I had that Asha one, but I said, before Blessings will think I don't love her.
You don't love me.
No, but that Asha one entered.
Yet I died.
I'll change my ways.
See it coming. It's the way. Oh my God.
Catherine can hear you. But she's not there. Why are you here?
Why are you like
Today is not that day.
Catherine can hear.
Catherine, can you tell them you can hear them? And then she'll say quietly, but I can hear.
When she's fed up, she's just like, today is not that day. Today is not that day. I'm like,
how many times
I love this.
say today is not that day?
Suspect knows she's so pretty when we tell her she wears weaves that she still does this hairstyle.
It's not like an avalanche of suspect is opening. But I don't know, so I saw some yesterday.
No, but somewhere, for me, somewhere in poor taste, I saw a lot of one that I felt that was just too
a little too much.
Yeah,
like people were waiting to say certain things to their friends or something. Or maybe it's been something they complained about. There was one I saw with a group of girlfriends where they had said one of the suspects that she always has bad luck. They didn't even drop the lock. The girl just stopped. He said, I rejected it. Imagine what kind of clinical is that? Oh my God. Then the one that talked about suspect has had 4 BBL surgeries, but it's still no day shake. Oh, and the surgery still bent. I'm like, wow. They seem to take, we rib each other. As friends, this is what we do normally. Every once in a while, somebody will toss something in the middle of a conversation. But I don't know, putting it all together somehow.
I think it's nice amongst friends when it's like
but it shouldn't
when
be
it's
too
done
much.
for a more larger audience, it might be distasteful, honestly.
But do you think some of the couples, because some of the couples, when some people stopped in their tracks, you got a sense of, wow, really?
Yeah, but my own is that they said they did it live, but those things, they had the time to edit.
And then
so they
decide
could have chosen not to post it. So that means it's probably
and some of them were just information we didn't need, honestly.
Exactly.
Like
This guy just stopped and said, so that means you have a lot on your mind.
But you cannot...
There are people that don't like to clean plates. I'm giving you the nice terminology on morning TV.
How do you know these things? It's still a surprise to me.
There are some people who...
I'm a reverend. Suspect is so that she can say the most obnoxious things out of her mouth.
Meanwhile, she's what? Omo reverend.
But do you know if anybody in this office, in this table, will wear leather with a whip? Suspect.
Do you know we said that thing?
This is the suspect.
In makeup.
Dominatrix.
Oh my
with
God.
cat ears.
We have a guest.
What are you doing? Why are you not back?
Anyway, moving on, because today is a especially interesting day.
Thank you.
This is Jasiri, and this is how the girls are. We have too much fun. And today is our topic special Friday. I am so happy to be introducing the guest that is joining us today. She is... I'm not ready.
No, we're not ready.
I was wondering why they were trying to make me
We need to go for a break.
We'll go for a break. When I come back, I'll retake all I said now.
Yes. Thank you. Wait for us.
Can you do a second?
Excited much, but this is Jasiri, and it's a Hot Topic Special Friday. I am so happy to be introducing the guest that is joining us today. She's been a supporter of Jasiri from day one. How many people can say a celebrity, a legend, is their fan? Well, we can. Ladies and gentlemen, our Hot Topic special guest is...
Voila.
Lovely sound.
Let's welcome the one and only Aralola Olamuyiwa, a.k.a. the Queen of Culture. Oh my God. I'm so excited. She's Africa's foremost female talking drummer.
Yes.
Ara is the progenitor of female talking drummers in Nigeria and the first female talking drummer of international repute. She is presently the governor of the Performing Musicians Employers Association of Nigeria, PMAN, Lagos State Chapter. And she is my darling sister. Please help me welcome her to Jasiri.
Sometimes autocorrect is crazy. Is it really governor? It's not. It's governor. Oh, that's the type. Okay, so it's not. It's not me. It's not autocorrect.
I was thinking that I'll be helping you pack your brain.
That's for performances.
Yes, for performances.
I love it.
Yeah, how long does it take you to do those braids?
14 hours, and it's done by 7 boys.
Ooh.
Why is it boys?
It's the way
is it
she's just
specific
said
to
it,
it being boys?
Okay, because the first time I did it, it was done by boys. A few years later, I tried working with the ladies. The complaint was too much.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. So
You just talk with your boys.
yes, that's all. So, and then it's like we're having a concert, a carnival.
Yeah.
We eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner in between, watching movies. It's like a whole...
How long do you keep it?
Depends.
Okay.
Sometimes the shortest I've kept is like a week.
14 hours to keep for a week.
Yeah, that's the shortest.
It's okay. But anyway, the performances pay for it.
They pay for it.
And so you want Jasiri. In fact, you're our #1 fan. Thank you so much. Thank you. You calm us when it seems like sometimes we have it tough, it's difficult for us. You are that lone, solid, confident voice that keeps us going. You keep cheering us, and I want to say thank you.
Cheering us from the very beginning. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So how are you really?
You know the question now.
How is Nigeria treating Gongo?
I did go.
This Nigeria, is it doing you?
Okay, you see, I'm somebody that looks at the positive side of things. Like, despite whatever is going on, Nigeria is not in isolation. A lot is going on globally. And if you look at what is going on out there, you have to be thankful for what we have in Nigeria, so to speak.
Yes, we don't have hurricane, tsunami.
There's a lot. There's so much going on, and so then we have to, and what you focus on multiplies. If we keep focusing on the negatives, on bad leadership, on this, on that, it will keep multiplying because you have to recognize the power in the tongue. It's very powerful. And one thing I've noticed about Nigerians, from the time my mom would tell me, oh, bag of rice was 30 kobo, they were complaining. Nigerians need to cultivate the attitude of gratitude and appreciation. I've noticed it. And there is this entitlement mentality that people have, like, but then whenever something good happens, we don't show enough appreciation. The universe does not respond to, we don't respond to that. And then the universe blesses what we, what we appreciate and project. So we keep complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining. And then things, that's just my own personal belief, and that's what I've seen happen.
It makes sense, actually.
It absolutely does.
Okay, so positive blessings.
Oh my God.
Well, at least we thank God that you wore your glasses today, because I was going to say this, that suspect always finds it hard reading from a teleprompter, but always forgets her glasses. Yes, I said it. Anyways.
Like one.
So yeah. You shouldn't have pointed at me. You should have, because I'm also
my friend is here. I'm well behaved.
Are you really well behaved?
For a few seconds.
We'll find out. Okay, so I have to ask. You watch Jasiri a lot, and we get your feedback from your friend. And it's always so refreshing, like Catherine said. What makes you watch Jasiri? What drew you to Jasiri?
Because it's different, and I like the fact that you guys are sincere with your opinions, and you're not biased. You say it as it is, and you deal with issues that affect the society in a way that is, professional, and at the same time, could I use the word humane? So and I love that. I love the genuinity.
She's not talking about just you.
Paper.
She's not talking about just you.
Because that felt personal. I felt it.
I said it. She's not just talking about you.
This is
oh my God.
This is everything. While we are not clamoring for accolades, people to love us and blow our heads.
I'm clamoring now.
We're not desperate for that. But what she said is it touches us.
Yeah, deeply.
Can we move on now?
All right, so Louise, you now.
It's not me.
Of course it's
it's Africa's foremost female talking drummer. The continent's first female talking drumming of international repute. Now, I know your journey couldn't have been easy, but question, is it a family thing? What first drew you to the drums?
The drum is deep. In the days of old, we all know it was a means of communication before it became a musical instrument. From my maternal side, I'm from Ondo State, in Ondo Town. I'm in Ondo Town, in Ondo State.
Okay.
My mom is also from Ondo Town, but also partly from Oyo, Alafin Oyo. So I'm a direct descendant of Oba Biodu Atiba. So I guess that's where that came from. That's why I picked it. Because I remember as a 5-year-old, my great-grandfather has a palace in Ondo. I'm also a descendant of Baba Tutogwa of Ondo land. So we used to go during Ogun Festival. We used to go to the palace. And, in the palace, you always have drummers. There was a particular old man, Bailokbakom. We call him Bailokbakom. He's late now, of course. He used to carry the mother drum, Iyailu. So I said one day, I want to play this drum.
At 5 years old?
At 5, yes. And he laughed at me like, this, and I was like that. So, and the mother drum was almost my height. Wow. But the man gave me, I struck it, and that was it. The sound never left me. Wow. I grew up in Warri. I went to Nana Primary School, Warri, because my father was a top manager with one of the banks, and he was asked to go and open a new branch in Warri at the time. So I started drumming from Warri, the traditional drum, not the talking drum now. Now, so when the time came for the Arab brand, because I was singing Afrobeats, I was doing all of that. So when the Arab brand was being created, they made me play all kinds of instruments. Then one day, I just noticed the drum at the door. So I said, this is what I want to play. They were like, oh, bow. Go and drop it, or no woman will. I said, okay. I picked it, I asked the band members to teach me. They refused. They called a few people. Nobody wanted. I said, okay, how many tones does this drum have? They told me. Good. I bought CDs and everything. And my management at the time whisked me off to the beach resort. My first audiences were monkeys and birds.
Wow.
That's how you love it. Wow. I went to the bush park, play, listen differently, and play. So I remember that when I started playing, I used to have some dreams, like visitation. Okay. That's a story for another day. Yeah. So, but then, here we are today, 25 years after, because it's going to be 25 years professionally next January.
Yeah, I know she has a major
celebration. Which means we're doing concert up here.
So, I'm trying to understand. So you had a management. At what point did you start? I mean, you were already playing musical instruments before you had a management. So you were quite popular before you started playing the talking drum?
Yes, so my father was my first manager. Okay. I did my first television appearance in 1988 on OSRC. Then I did performances for, am I allowed to mention brand names?
Yeah, let's leave them.
So I used to be like, I perform at the end of year party for the children of the bank. My father worked for. Then I took ill in 1987, before the 1988, and the doctor said, take her home. We don't know what's wrong with her. She's about to die. So my dad couldn't go to work. Everybody was around me for weeks, running 2 months. And then one day my dad came because Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, name everybody, Bonnie M. See that dance like you want. Hey, so I used to win every dance competition. Wow, you were that child. I was that child. Sometimes they would say, go away from there, you know, but I know they hear. Sorry. So it was like that. Then my dad came to my room one day and said, you know, if you die, you can't become Michael Jackson. Wow. Please promise me you won't die. Don't die on me and I'll make you a star. And that was how I got my first appearance on television, because that same day my feet touched ground. You were right. I went that day and I ate. Wow. And my father kept his promise. So I started singing way back, playing all the instruments. My father discovered all of that and encouraged me. So my management came into it. I was popular. Afrobeat, even Ezra Studios those days. Mr. Femi My first musical video was Which One You Dey? Which one you dare? Oh, da 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 da. That was Lola Ola. That was me. So I was already on
the way.
Yes, everywhere. Then I went for an audition for the management that the Ara platform, brand came out from. And then the rest is history.
The rest is history. Wow.
So you taught yourself how to play the drum. The talking drum.
By watching the other drummers. Yes.
And they refused to teach you because you're a girl.
Yes.
And in 25 years, it's all coming full circle next year.
And we have over 600 girls playing the talking drum.
Yeah, we interviewed, okay, wasn't you Blessings? It was somebody else who did a special for us on 2 young girls. The youngest one, I think she's 5 or so. And she mentioned, she mentioned you. Yes. All right, let's get down to business because we have some topics for you guys. Oh my God. And then I have something special. So if you want to see who is talented among us, you need to stay. Just stay. Anyway, we haven't been able to talk about this story this week because of how tight things have been on the show, but we must talk about it today. The Army has released a statement saying that it will investigate the viral video purportedly, as the Army put it, showing a senior Army officer and 2 other soldiers in an altercation with a man and a woman within the Abuja metropolis. The statement noted that the circumstances leading to this incident are not clear at the moment. However, the acting chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has ordered an immediate investigation to unravel the true circumstances surrounding the situation. Now, let's take a look at the video in question.
How did I pass your car? How did I pass your car? How did I pass your car? Oh, God. Jesus, Jesus. Oh, no, Jesus. Oh, come out. My brother is not feeling fine. He's not feeling fine. Then what's not feeling? That's why he's dragging. My sister, come down. Jesus. Jesus. How can you see what they did to my eye? Can you see? Do not support your friend. Jesus! I need to join you. Bring the phone. Why are you coming? Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me.
Wow. Now, screenshots clearly show the face and names of the officers and the video as well in the altercation. In the statement, the Army released that they urge the public to be rest assured that due diligence will be applied to reach a logical conclusion on this matter. What do you think of the Army's response and even the video that you just saw?
I saw this video a few days ago. I couldn't even finish watching. I'm just, you know...
And this is not the whole video.
I don't think...
No, it's not the whole video.
So the thing is this. Nobody deserves this.
No. At all.
At all. It's absolutely wrong. I'm happy that they've responded. But then, what do? Do we sue them? Is the guy going to sue them on all of that? We also as citizens need to understand where the mentality of the men in uniform
comes from
and where it comes from. We didn't see the beginning, and we don't know the end. We don't know how it happened, but no matter what happened, this kind of violence should not be permitted. I mean, this guy is unarmed.
Yes.
So why do you need to hit him? He hit your car.
Violence.
Why don't you just have a dialogue? If you need him to repair your car, then let him repair. Why abuse him physically is very wrong. It's dehumanizing.
So there's so many questions I have. So this is apparently not a convoy. This was the Army officers driving. Yeah. I think they've said that he's a general, but I don't know. Let's just use Army official right now. Yeah. They come out and they said that he bashed the car or that he overtook. You're not in a convoy. We know how convoys can act. Any Nigerian will know that because of the state of mind, as she said, of men in uniform, you try your much as possible to avoid the convoys when. But this is a singular car. It's a street. If you're going slowly and I'm not breaking traffic laws, I'm allowed to overtake you. I don't understand where it's a holdover from military times. And I think many people in uniform have not let go of the fact that they are no longer the be-all and end-all. We're in a democracy.
And I think that they're not even doing enough to let them understand, because I believe that some people get into the military with that mindset, because of that mindset. Some people want to be in the military because they think that they can control the whole thing. And from the video, you can see that even the woman was getting harassed. She was getting
She talked about what they did to her eye.
I know. I'm just wondering that these are people that they have a code. They are to protect
and
serve. That's their job. That's what the motto of the organization or parastatal is. But half of the time when you see men in uniform, you don't feel safe. No. Because if blatantly they can assault you that way. There are so many ways to... We are considered civilians. That means we're not carrying any kind of weapons naturally. So that means the amount of force you need to exert should not be that much.
I don't think they expected that it would
resist.
Would become as viral as this has been. They just because they planted themselves just in the face of the camera. They were being recorded.
They didn't know initially. If they had known from the car, we would never have been able to get their faces.
But doing this, for
even if a general was in the car, honestly, I just feel bad.
And you see people are standing by.
What would they do? What would they do? They carry guns. If they shoot, and all those accidental accidents would happen, and somebody would just be hit by...
We are people of peace. Too much peace sometimes isn't good. We are too much... And because we value our lives, we won't consciously throw ourselves in the line of fire. We won't do that.
But how many people have thrown themselves in the line of fire? When you resist these people, you have to be very careful, because they do not have any... Sometimes they are not even holding themselves back from shooting at you.
Remember that they get away with it.
Of course, they will get away with it. After some time now, the military will tell us that they have commercialed them,
the guard room.
Maybe they'll just make sure they post them somewhere you cannot see them. But when we cannot see physically that these people actually got what they deserve, we the people will continue to live in fear. I'll never forget that Christmas that will never leave that family forever and ever, where a woman was shot under Abuja Bridge. No matter what they did after that time, they would never be able to bring back this woman. And I'm wondering why Army, they're supposed to even have more sense. Let's even say Army is above, more restrained than police.
So you know what, interesting enough, my husband traveled this weekend, did public transport, and they got to a place where they were refueling. So another vehicle was there. You know how all these transporters will just find a way in. And these guys were mufti. They're Navy, probably cadets or very low class, low rank. And they were talking to the fuel attendants, and of course the driver comes and says, Tete Tafumi or something like that. And these guys start rough handling the driver. everybody had to come out of the bus and they're like, what's the issue? And they took him, they were pointing in his face saying he should come and look at license plates. What is it? You're in Mufti, exactly. You're not in an official car like that. It's license plate that people need to be bothering about before they decide how they engage. And there has to be clear consequences. Lolo talked about, I think somebody asked about suing. Let me tell you, people have sued for enforcement of fundamental human rights. And there have been court judgments against the army, against the police, in favor of Nigerians. Ask me how many of those judgments have been paid. Of course, that's part of the issue. So people are trying to enforce their legal obligation, their legal rights and their legal options. But at the end of the day, what is there?
When you don't have case, you see, when you cannot, you know, when it comes to their laws, they're guided by some sets of principles and laws that are not public. So that means sometimes they have to do in-house panels, and that's where the shroudedness and darkness comes in, because we do not know the end till the beginning till the end of it. So if you cannot see visible justice done, who born you that you stand in front of an army officer and let him use his gun to teach you or help Nigerians to learn a lesson? So those that have done it, they've done it at the detriment of their own lives.
Ara, do you have faith that we'll see a true end to this?
That's a very, you know, I don't know. I pray and I hope that we do. It doesn't just end there. There's a ripple effect. And with the situation of things right now, I think that the military need to really look into this. And let's see some compensation. Let's Nigerians feel safe in your hands.
You know, Nigerians tend to say that we see people in uniform have more Egwomanle. How do you translate that in English? Like their body is doing them stronger for civilians than they do sometimes for terrorists, even though we're hearing these days that they've been doing some good works in the northeast and north central when it comes to terrorism. But a lot of Nigerians feel like there's a
raising shoulder.
There's a raising shoulder that is not done for every person who's doing something illegal versus how they treat civilians. But we need to take a break now.
Well, we will take a break now. By the time we return, we'll be looking at the Inspector General of Police urging Nigerians to stop reporting misconduct of police officers on social media and use the police complaint unit, response unit, as well as NAFDAC uncovering. Did I read that?
No, it's right. NAFDAC uncovered not one but two fake products. We will give you the details after this. This is Jasiri on a Hot Topic Special Friday. Don't forget to join the conversation via our social media platforms. We are at News Central TV. Now you know, but we're going to do it again. Our guest is a trailblazer, a movement all by herself, and the first of her name, Aralola Olamuyiwa, a.k.a. the Queen of Drums, Africa's foremost female talking drummer, and she's digging into the week's hot topics with us. And now we're going to, but not now, we'll get our own lessons in a moment.
Slow the time down.
We cannot, like the time is running. So Catherine, we have to go straight to our next story.
Straight, like Tolu says, into our next story. So, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has urged Nigerians to refrain from using social media to report the conduct of police officers and instead direct such complaints to the Police Complaints Response Unit. Speaking at the PPRO's and Police Communication Experts Conference on Monday, the IG emphasized that the use of social media to address grievances often leads to misinformation and undermines the integrity of the police force, stressing that such platforms provide a more structured and accountable process for addressing complaints. He also acknowledged the role of social media playing, shaping public opinions, but warned that unverified information could create false perceptions. Akoko, I have a few words for the IGP, but please, Ara, let us know what you think.
Okay, so this is what I think. I think that the social media has really helped us to expose a lot of, you know,
bad behavior.
Yes, in the police. Behavior. I don't think we should. The IGP, with due respect, sir, I think that we should let this continue. A lot of people don't have, you know, any form of trust for the police. We don't believe that, okay, when you do report through these channels, you're going to be attended to. But when you take it out there on social media, it calls for immediate action. And then you want to arrest the situation. And that is not also to speak for the police as well. Because, you know, people abuse things, right? And this also to speak to Nigerians who abuse this as well. You know, the police are out there. on the street, in the hot sun, and working for us, and those even in the office. And I say to people, be nice. Yoruba will say, you understand?
You have to translate in English.
Yeah. Okay, so...
It's how you speak that you expect a response. The kind of way you speak.
Something like that, you know. So when there was a day I was driving by, and then I saw the police. We always see them.
Yes, of course.
This is something I do almost on a daily basis. I wanted to say something, but let me tell her the story. I stopped by to say thank you for protecting us. You're doing a good job. Yes, I do. I do that a lot.
I'm sure you were shocked, wasn't he?
Yes, they were. So because people have this, what's it called? Idea that once you see a policeman, hey, what is it?
Yeah.
What do you want? Haven't you done enough?
People are very rude to the police, and then their reaction also very defensive.
No, but to be realistic, a lot of times we are defensive because we know what to expect. It's either there's always some. You're driving and then they're literally stopping you just to collect money. Then you don't give them and they're like, oh yeah, pack. Since you're not giving, somebody literally looked at my papers and said, your papers are expired. I'm like, are you blind? So it's like we are putting up a defense because of what we're going to expect. And I understand that, yes, we should be appreciated, but this has to be a joke for you saying that the only way we deem fit to, when I say defend now or address our issues, you're asking us to, we just talked about the military. I know it's not the police, but they even use purported in the statement of a video that we clearly saw.
Clearly say that you are doubting the state.
So even videos that come out is either nothing is done about it or they try to explain it away. Not to talk of the ones that are not even recorded. So it has to be a joke, sir.
And I think he's worried about perception of the police. I think the best way to change perception is to change the behavior of your men.
Yes,
the ones that Nigerians encounter day in and day out, those are the ones who are spoiling the police. We talk about what is it, one bad apple spoils the bunch. Unfortunately, negative news travels faster. So as long as we continue to have police officers engaged in unsavory behavior, cocking their guns at people, threatening people, asking for money, that is the change of perception you want, and it comes from your men. It doesn't come from Nigerians. We will adapt and adjust when we see a new police force.
And another thing the police need to do, if they want it to be something, they have to still use this social media. If you know you want to open a page where it's a public complaint page, where people can attach their complaint to directly. If let's even say they want it formal. Okay, have you attached it to this particular? Because you can't expect us to go to analog years.
No,
have you ever been to?
They have. So the Police Public Complaints Response Unit, PPRCU, is online, and if you complain online, they can even they'll give you a number. But a lot of people will tell you that once you get that response, sort of like an automated response, that's the end of it.
That's the end of it. That's why I'm saying we can't go back to analog era. Well, have you gone to some police stations complaint desks? The people that are asking you to write a report, you are wondering if you have to even spell what you are to them.
Content creators are even made gestures of that. There's one currently trending now. They're all laughing about it. Press 1 to call it. Press 1, press 2, press.
Because nothing comes out of it.
That's finish because of the ineptitude of the police. If you take a case to meet them and say, okay, go to the complaint. There's one box that there's nothing inside that box. It's written clearly. Complaint box. There's nothing inside it.
I don't remember the last time they probably opened it.
I'm telling you. Let me also add. I would rather not go to the police station if I have an issue because I'm mysterious. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And I'm saying this. I was saying to my PA, I said, I would never go complain at the police station anymore.
You see?
If somebody like myself, Ara, that's
so like the superstar went through that.
I mean, I was disappointed. I tell you, I was disappointed, and I told myself, never.
I'm sure you saw a post I made yesterday about my friend's shop. That was she was broken. No, it wasn't broken.
Not broken into.
One of her staff stole
hundreds of materials.
Do you know? I called April yesterday to ask how she felt. She said, "Lolo, I can't even go to police. I just want her to go." I said, why? He said the week before that she had to go and make complaint about something at the police station. That she ended up spending money over something. She came to report. So she's already discouraged about going.
We're not the ones you need to talk to. You need to talk to your men.
Now they tell you.
Your men need to do better.
Let's go to the next story very quickly because I want to learn how to.
I was hoping we could skip it. Anyway, a day after the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control raided a warehouse in Okeafa, Okota, Lagos, filled with unregistered and expired supermarket items, NAFDAC uncovered counterfeit alcohol packaging centers at Article Market in Abule Osun, Lagos State, on Wednesday. Now, according to NAFDAC, acting on intelligence, officials busted in on the facility, catching operators unloading a 20-feet container of unregistered carbonated drinks. Further inspection found 14 rooms stocked with unregistered and expired product, some contaminated by rats due to poor storage conditions. On the counterfeit alcohol, NAFDAC said that during the operation, over 50,000 counterfeit branded labels and packaging materials for fake alcoholic beverages valued at approximately 2 billion naira were confiscated. Now, these items were being used to produce unapproved and hazardous alcoholic products.
So the reason I wanted us to take this story is because this speaks directly to the health of Nigerians. Yes. Now, this raid in Lagos, the two raids in Lagos come on the heels of another major operation in Nasarawa State where NAFDAC seized counterfeit wines and spirits worth over 41.2 million naira. The raid targeted shops in Maraba Market, New Yanya, and Masaka areas, with the agency's investigation and enforcement team now working to identify the importers or manufacturers responsible. All right, before you talk, very quickly, the severe risk of consuming these substandard, contaminated, fake products include poisoning and organ damage, and even death. Yeah.
Hey, God.
Very quickly.
I tell you, the absence of love is the absence of everything good and positive. Yeah. For anyone to be able to do this, knowing fully well that what your packaging is going to cause death. I mean, earlier on in the year, I was diagnosed with something. And when I found out what it it shattered me. And then I traced myself back. What did I eat? What did I take? Where could this be? And then I had a conversation with one or two people, and they were like, "Oh, be careful of some of these products. You know, all this counterfeit, all this and stuff like that. You're killing a lot of people." Yes. And so there's no difference between you and the one that points a gun. And the people. So I think the government should go heavily on this. If it's life sentence, I'm sorry.
Is it even attempted murder? Because you do not know. And so many Nigerians have existing health conditions. We already have high levels of liver issues, cirrhosis, alcohol, kidneys. It's the one thing they take from you that might end up killing them. So I think we might need to start adding attempted murder to this. When you're pouring and you're becoming a science student, and some people are even faking NAFDAC labels because they know people are looking for it. NAFDAC needs to show us what a real label looks like, what we should look for when we see fake labels. At this point, it's not. This for me goes beyond anybody excusing it as poverty because some people have tried that. Anybody excusing this as greed. This is pure evil and wickedness.
And a lot of people, we have seen a lot of youths come down with kidney failures, liver issues.
And you wonder what's going on.
You're wondering, consuming all this alcoholic. That's why I keep saying that. How do these things enter? Because there's so many things. They're getting packaging. They're getting a lot of foreign labels. How do these things come in the first place?
It is us. It's almost a classic.
And drugs too are not even out of it. I told you I had broken open a drug before and I saw black like charcoal inside.
I think this cuts across even drugs. It goes to drinks. It goes to food. Is it not that said
cosmetics? No, let me bust your bubble. It goes to even condoms. NAFDAC has warned of the illegal sale and distribution of an unregistered brand of condoms in Nigeria. It's not registered. It has labeling that is not in English, and because of this, you can't even guarantee the safety, quality, and efficacy of the condom. So if you're using condoms in Nigeria, you need to be sure what you're using.
People don't even know there's something called latex poisoning.
It's an allergy, and depending on the quality.
So ordinary latex in glue,
they're faking
I
condoms
respond
too.
to it. So not to talk of the ones that you wear in that kind of private.
So even baby food.
Baby,
let me pick my
wickedness.
Baby food. Baby, I bought fake teething. That one. I'd even give you my child a couple of it before I ever. You know that white one?
Yeah.
You used to give that.
You just give them.
My God, what I saw.
That evil people.
Oh my God. evil people.
So how do we eradicate this in this society?
I know that there are people they work with
by playing the drums,
agencies.
by playing the drums.
By playing the drums and carry on. Gbogbo àwa èèyàn Jasiri sọ pé ẹyẹ ṣe fake drugs. Ẹyẹ ṣe fake drugs. Ẹyẹ ṣe fake drugs. Ẹyẹ ṣe fake drugs.
Can we please take the lesson first?
But they always do their hands warm up.
Wait, are you the lesson teacher?
So this is it, the talking drum has 3 tones. Okay. Do, re, mi. Oh, do. So you control it. Do, re, mi. Hey! Okay. You got that now? Yeah. Go, Jasiri. Hey! Do, mi, do. Okay. Jasiri.
Don't go there because you are musical.
Do.
It just happened.
Wait, let's listen to her one more time.
Do. You're not even moving. You have to control her. Do, mi.
I want to put it here. Is that drum?
But it's not wide enough.
This one I like.
So this one you have to control from here.
From
because
here.
this is where you control the tone.
So it's the squeezing that controls
This
it.
is do, re, mi. Okay. Do, re, slightly. Mi.
Okay.
Mi. Okay, squeeze it. Mi. Re. Do. Re, mi. Good. Listen. Do, re, mi. Fantastic.
It's because she sings now. Music runs in her blood. What's that?
Hey.
Oh, okay, wait. I need to do our closing, then Ara will take us out with the music by herself. Ladies and gentlemen, thank us. Wait now.
Let us give you background.
Okay, give me background. Give me background. It's been a fantastic week of great conversations on Jasiri. You're too loud. There's a background.